It's a quiet evening in a small California town. A phone rings. Casey Becker, a blonde high school student, answers with a smile, thinking it's just another call from a friend. A man's voice on the other end is smooth, almost playful. He asks her what she's doing. She laughs nervously and says she's making popcorn, planning to watch a scary movie. The voice presses further. Do you like scary movies? Casey chuckles, but the question lingers. There's something unnerving about it. As the conversation continues, the voice grows darker. He knows her name. He knows she's alone. Casey hangs up, unsettled. But the phone rings again. This time, the caller is angry. He threatens her, and when Casey tries to escape, she realizes she's being watched. He's right outside. The figure in the black robe, the pale Ghostface mask, suddenly appears. Casey's scream pierces the night as the killer stalks her through her house and yard. Her parents return home just in time to hear her muffled cries on the phone. But it's too late. Casey is found hanging from a tree, her body brutally mutilated, and the sleepy town of Woodsboro is about to descend into chaos. The next morning, news spreads of the murders. Reporters swarm the town, led by ambitious journalist Gale Weathers, who smells a big story. At Woodsboro High, the students whisper about the killings. Rumors fly about Ghostface, and a new fear takes hold. Among them is Sydney Prescott, a quiet, strong-willed girl still reeling from her mother's brutal murder a year earlier. Sydney tries to brush off the hysteria, but she can't shake her unease. That night, she's home alone when the phone rings. The same chilling voice taunts her. Ghostface bursts into her home, chasing her through the rooms, knife flashing in the dark. Sydney narrowly escapes, barricading herself until her boyfriend Billy arrives. Billy tries to comfort her, but when his phone falls from his pocket, suspicion flares. Was he the caller? The police take Billy into custody, leaving Sydney rattled and unsure of who to trust. The murders grip the town. Sheriff Dewey Riley, a bumbling but well-meaning deputy, is assigned to protect Sydney. Gale Weathers hounds her too, convinced the killings are linked to Sydney's mother's case. The paranoia spreads through the high school, leading to curfews and cancelled classes. Yet the teens can't resist turning fear into entertainment. Stu Macker, the wild, reckless joker of the group, and his girlfriend Tatum, Dewey's sister, organize a big house party. It's the perfect setup: alcohol, horror movies, and a sense of invincibility. As the teens gather, Randy, the movie-obsessed classmate, explains the rules of surviving a horror movie. His warnings are half joking, half serious: never have sex. Never drink or do drugs. Never say, "I'll be right back." The group laughs, but Randy's words hang ominously in the air. Night falls. The party is in full swing at Stu's sprawling countryside home. But outside, Ghostface lurks. Tatum goes to the garage to grab more drinks. She hears a sound, turns, and sees the masked killer. Thinking it's a prank, she laughs, until Ghostface slashes at her. She tries to escape through the doggy door of the garage, but the automatic door rises, crushing her body and killing her. One by one, the fun turns to terror. Meanwhile, Gale Weathers and her cameraman sneak into the party, hoping to capture the killer in action. She plants a hidden camera inside. Sydney arrives, still tense, still questioning Billy's innocence. When they're alone upstairs, she finally lets down her guard and sleeps with him. But just as their intimacy ends, Ghostface strikes again. Downstairs, Randy shouts at the screen while watching Halloween, yelling at Jamie Lee Curtis to turn around. At the same time, Ghostface is right behind him. The horror and reality blur into one. Chaos explodes as teens scatter, some running into the woods, others falling victim to the killer's knife. The shocking truth comes crashing down: the killers aren't one, but two. Billy and Stu reveal themselves as Ghostface, working together in a twisted partnership. Billy coldly explains their motive: Sydney's mother wasn't just murdered by a stranger. Billy blames her for destroying his family. His rage has festered into bloodlust. Stu, on the other hand, seems to be in it for the thrill, his manic energy masking a terrifying cruelty. The two killers, gleeful in their victory, explain their final plan: they'll frame Sydney's father for the murders, making themselves look like the lucky survivors. They stab each other to create wounds that will support their story. But in their arrogance, they underestimate Sydney. Sydney outsmarts them, slipping away and turning the tables. Donning the Ghostface mask, she taunts the killers before striking back. Stu is taken down in a brutal fight, impaled by a TV set. Billy, however, refuses to die easily. Gail Weathers, battered but unbroken, swoops in to help. With her gun, she shoots Billy, saving Sydney at the last second. Randy, barely alive, warns them. Careful! This is the part where the killer comes back for one last scare. And sure enough, Billy lunges, only for Sydney to finish him off for good. As dawn breaks, the once quiet town of Woodsboro is forever changed. Gail delivers her news report live from the crime scene, her voice steady despite the chaos around her. Sydney, though traumatized, has survived. She walks into the new day scarred, but stronger, having faced down the nightmare that tried to consume her. Ghostface may be gone for now, but the legend, and the fear, will live on. If you enjoyed this full story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Narrations for more classic horror narrations, especially this October. Watch the movie to experience the terror yourself and recommend it to friends who love suspense, slasher films, and Halloween thrills.